Psychodynamic approach started by Sigmund Freud. Freud were studying on hysteria with helping Brewer, and he understood that when we are hypnosing the people, especially the patients who has hysteria, usually they are going back to their childhood and they are telling and they are expressing those suppression and those issues which have happened for them in the childhood. So he understood that maybe understanding the reason of behaviors and maybe a study on previous experiences of the people can help to solve the problem. So step by step he started to study and understood that therapy in terms of speaking to the patient is better than doing the hypnotism or giving medication to them. So after that he gave his great theory of psychoanalysis, and he said that human mental process has three different aspects: id, which is pleasure principle; ego, which is reality principle; and the last one, superego, which is moral principle based. So Freud said that when there is some conflict between id, superego, and ego, then the problem of psychological disorders can be happening. And Freud said that ego, for balancing the conflict between himself, between itself and superego or superego and id, and for solving the process of those conflicts is using defense mechanism, and those defense mechanism can be the problem of human in future as well. Like Freud understood that when a person is not replying the first needs which are important in the childhood, so later on the problem can start it. Freud also said that human has different stages. Like he said that there are 5 stages in development, and if the human cannot pass those stages normally, and if the human character get fixed in one of those stages, in future the problem can be seen as the characteristic issues in that special stage. Like if a person is fixed on oral stage, in future he can be dependent character and shows the oral stage disadvantage. So the theory of psychoanalysis, although there were so many problems and there were so many misfunction in that theory as well, but it's one of the greater theories, and we can say that psychology in the term of speaking therapy and in the term of psychotherapy by talking to the persons first started with Freud. And another thing is that Freud was giving so many details on how to solve the psychological issues. He was believing that if we can break those defense mechanisms, and if we can understand the person that why your problem has been started and what is the root of your problem, already the therapy has been done and we can treat the person. He was telling that if a person goes to a room and in that dark room he see a giant or a dragon, definitely he start to get some fear. And if after some times and some moments we turn the light on and the person understand that that dragon or that giant thing was the shadow of his own, for example, coat, already by understanding the reason of his fear, the fear get away. And it was the aim of psychoanalysis which Freud created. And the aim was creating insight of the reason of problem. So insight was the aim of psychoanalysis.